Hi, good evening, all of you. Hope you are able to view me. Hope you are able to view the screen. If you are able to view, please confirm so that I can move ahead with the today's topic. The today's topic is Quality Management Maturity Program (QMM). As this is a new one, I purposely tried for today's session because this is a new subject and new requirements by FDA. Of course, it is not a mandatory requirement, but I just want confirmation from all of you that anyone can just confirm. Am I audible to all of you? Please confirm on the chat box so that I can move further. Hello, am I audible to you? Okay. I think Manju confirmed that I am visible and I am audible also. Hope. And let us start today's discussion on the quality management maturity program. Now the point is, yeah, thank you for confirming that I am audible and you are able to view me also and you are able to view the screen. Thank you so much. So now the point what I want to discuss is why we are discussing this quality management maturity program. Because couple of days before only we got this the white paper on this document, and now the expectations are we need to follow this. So what is this, how we can follow with respect to the FDA? The reason is, many companies nowadays, you are finding that many companies are getting the 483s and warning letter. Due to that, what happened in the US market, there is a shortage of a drugs and drug product, of course. So what happened, as there is a shortage of a drug and drug product, the FDA has suggested to have some quality management maturity program. Earlier, hope you remember that quality metrics was initiated by the FDA, quality metrics program. That also we will discuss as a part of this today's session. So the point here is, when we are discussing about quality management maturity program QMM, the point here is we need to consider very important point, and that is what, to avoid the drug shortages. The second point is we need to ensure the good quality culture. How we can develop the good quality culture, what are the FDA's perspective, what are the FDA thought process on this. That is what the FDA's concern here. So FDA is not only giving us in case of non-conformance, FDA is not only giving us the 483 or warning letters, but FDA wants to upgrade our systems, quality systems, with respect to the continuous improvement, so that we can comply the current requirements, as well as there will not be a shortage of a drug product due to the non-conformance. This is what the expectation behind this requirement. So how it will be implemented, what will be the strategy, how much time it will take, and what are the consequences of these implementation of a quality management maturity program, what are the the wrong thoughts or improper thoughts behind this quality management program, that all we are going to discuss this all today. Okay, so this is just a brief about our today's discussion topic. Now so let us go for the training agenda. So hope the slides are now changed at your end. So what we are going to discuss here, it is displayed here. So we have the brief introduction of a trainer after introduction of the topic, then assessment of QMM using a protocol. So what happened, FDA is going to share a QMM protocol or prepare a QMM protocol. On the basis of QMM protocol, FDA will prepare a checklist and will be shared to the organizations. Based on that, organizations will fulfill all the requirement, they will fulfill the checklist, they will share that all information to the FDA, and based on that, the prototype assessment protocol practice access will be there. So what is the prototype access, assessment protocol practice areas, where what type of protocol, what type of the rating. So they may rate as a category 1 2 3 4, or they may rate some in a different their color codes. It is not clear with this, but they will rate the manufacturers. And how it will be done? By following the 5 main aspects, and the 5 main aspects will be considered in the questionnaire. The 5 aspects will include management commitments to the quality. Second is a business continuity. Third is a advanced pharmaceutical quality system, PQS. So now here the point here, one point is, we are aware about the management commitments of quality, right? ICHQ10, you are all aware about that. Business continuity also, you are aware. Now the pharmaceutical quality systems you are aware, but now the expectation is a advanced pharmaceutical quality system. So what are the expectations? That also will be discussed shortly here during the today's discussion. Technical excellence, how we can move towards the technical excellence, that we will be discussing. Employee engagement and empowerment, this is the new requirement or new point here. It is added that how people are involved in engagement and how the people are empowered. Possible misconceptions about the QMM program. So what are the misconceptions normally people will have based on this today's topic, quality management maturity? Because what happened, people will think that if we are giving all the information and all, so whether it will be reduce our inspections or not. So many questions people will have, that based on the QMM, whether our product quality will be evaluated. So many questions people will have. So FDA has clarified that all the points under the possible misconceptions about the QMM program. And after that we will have a question answer session also. So meantime you can put your questions in the chat box, and I will then read the questions and I will reply to your questions to the answer at the end of the session. Further, I don't know whether this video will be for long period and all, so I have given the link to download this guidance document. You can download from the description link. Okay, so this is what the overview of this today's topic, or you can say the training agenda. Now, as per the training agenda, a brief about the trainer. As my name is Hitendra Kumar Shah, I am a CGMP compliance consultant, trainer and auditor from NADH plus GXP Compliance Services. I am having more than 25 years of experience in pharma, and this is a brief. I don't want to put more time here, so I am quickly moving these slides again. So independently, I handle the quality assurance and quality control department. I face so many audits like US FDA, UGMP, and so many regulatory audits. I am expertise in handling the softwares also. Now I am supporting for Part 11 compliant certification for the different software manufacturers and software also. I am in auditing role since last more than 13 to 14 years, and during this whole period I have audited more than 500 sites. And training also, I am conducting a lot of training, so maybe more than 10,000 people I have trained. This is just a brief. So these are some companies where I work. I started my career with Sun Pharma, then I work in a Blue Cross Laboratories, Alembic Pharma. I work in a multinational companies like AstraZeneca, Sanofi. So many companies are there, Mylan and all. Yeah. Before just starting our today's training session, I just want to put a disclaimer that whatever I am preparing, I have prepared this presentation is based on the whatever the guidance document received or the white paper received by the FDA. Okay. So basically this is the session is prepared only for the learning purpose. There is no any other purpose other than the learning, to make the people aware about the white paper and what are the expectations of FDA behind this white paper or this quality management maturity program, QMM. That's it. Okay. And now let us discuss with the introduction of our today's topic. So introduction is very clear. Whatever I discussed, it is the same thing is displayed here on the screen. So FDA Center for Drug Evaluation and Research, that means CDER. That CDER is establishing a program to promote a quality management maturity at a drug manufacturing establishment. CDER is developing its QMM assessment tool. So basically, this QMS assessment tool, the QMM assessment tool will be based on the protocol and rubric. So basically, protocol will be, they will have the standardized protocol that how the it will be followed and how it will get executed and all. So that will be specified in the protocol. With the protocol, there will be the checklist or questionnaires for different type of companies. Like API, there will be some different additional questionnaires. For drug product manufacturers, there will be different type of questionnaires, or even as the drug product which are aseptic product manufacturer, or some are the high potent product manufacturers. So this type of different type of manufacturers will have different type of questionnaires. Most of the questionnaires will be common, but with respect to their product and facilities, the questionnaires will be added with considering the scenario of the product and the manufacturing facility. Based on that evaluation, there will be the rubric. Rubric means what? Hope you are able to see the screen. Rubric. Rubric means they will categorize the manufacturers and supplier, and this will help us that yes, for example, suppose it is evaluated, my site is evaluated, and I come to know that it is a category 3. That means I have to evaluate that there are 5 aspects are given for improvement. So out of 5, how I can improve in the 5 aspects, so that the next time when it will be evaluated by the agency, then I will be moving from category 3 to category 2. So, and if it is a category 2, then I will try to improve my all the whatever we discuss about the 5 points. We can move from category 2 to category 1, and that way we can improve ourselves. Okay, so this is what the purpose of this tool, QMM tool. Okay, the QMM program aims to encourage drug manufacturers to implement quality management practices that go beyond current good manufacturing practice. Please understand this statement. I am telling you one point here. Whatever the content I am displaying, this is exactly in line with this white paper shared by the FDA. There is no any words from my own, no my own words are here. Please understand this. So why I am discussing this again, please understand. The reason is many people think that whether we are overdoing. Some people raise the question. See, I am a consultant, so I am visiting so many plants and all. So many people raises the questions. So whether we are having a suitable quality systems, or we are overdoing the things. So my dear friends, there is no anything which is overdoing, and this is what the exactly is specified here, that you can read the last 3-4 lines. Encourage drug product manufacturer or drugs manufacturer to implement quality management practices that go beyond CGMP requirements. That means you should not only restrict to the CGMP requirements for drugs and drug product. That means 21 CFR part 210 and 211. Okay, so that is a bare minimum requirement. We have to comply. That is, of course, that there is no any other thought. We have to think beyond that. That is what the expectation behind this. Hope you got my point, and this is what the expectation by the FDA. So what is the goal behind this? Basically the goal is very clear. There are 4 aspects of a goal. Foster a strong quality culture mindset. So to develop the strong quality culture mindset. Now many people have a different thought about the quality culture. Okay, so if you wish, I will have a separate session on quality culture, developing the quality culture and all. But the point here is foster a strong quality culture mindset. So how you can increase the quality mindset. Recognize establishment that have advanced quality management practices, and acknowledge establishment that strive to continually improve quality management practices. So this will help the FDA that which establishment or which companies are having which companies are following the advanced quality management systems, and which companies are continuing improving the quality management practices, that they will be able to identify. identify the areas where QMS can be enhanced. So what are the possibility of improvement in the quality management systems that will be identified, and provide suggestions for growth opportunity, and based on that they may suggest some suggestions, or they may suggest some recommendations for the growth opportunities. And the fourth goal of this guideline, or you can say the white paper, it is in the form of white paper, so I am using this word white paper, is a minimize risk to product availability to assure reliable market supply. So whatever risk is there with respect to the drug shortages, that drug shortage related risk can be minimized. And this assessment, the timeline is given. This prototype assessment protocol will be tested and refined during the 2024 calendar year. So this is just now the expectations are shared by the FDA in just a couple of days before, and this will be finalized or more followed by the 2024 calendar year. This is what given by the FDA. Hope you are you are understanding my point, what I am able to explain you. Okay, again I am telling, if you have any questions, you go on writing the questions in the chat box. I am able to view your chat box. I will reply your all the questions. Okay, so the point is now assessment of QMM using a protocol. So what is the strategy? The QMM of a drug manufacturing establishment may be best evaluated by a team of assessors using a standardized protocol. So there will be a special team. They will follow the standardized protocol and assess the QMM protocol. Now who will be the part of that team, and how it will be done, that is specified here. The use of teams and standardized protocol is intended to minimize bias and individual subjectivity in the assessment. That is the reason there will be the team, so that it will be evaluated unbiased way and we can avoid the individual subjectivity in this case. So how the team will be made? The team will be made of FDA staff, third party contractors, or a combination of both. See, so now the point is here, the team will be made of not only FDA along with the third party contractors, or both. That way this will be evaluated for ensuring the continuous improvement in the quality management system. Hope you are getting my point. So how it will be followed? Okay, so now you understood that team will be formed. The team will be from FDA or contractors or both, correct? Up to this it is clear to you, right? And again, one point, second point, practically you will come to know that this will be followed from the year 2024 calendar year. That is also clear, right? Very good. Now how it will be executed, that is what I am explaining now. And again I am telling, this is exactly in line with the guideline. Okay, it is no, there is no any single word from my point of view. Okay, exactly from the guideline. The prototype assessment protocol may include a series of questions that elicit responses that lend themselves to an assessment of an establishment maturity. So very simple, there will be the questionnaire. Very simple. So the questionnaires will be given to the companies or establishment, right? Establishments participating in the QMM program may receive a pre-interview questionnaire that will assist them in preparing for the assessment questions. Now these questionnaires will be evaluated, means this question will be filled. Now this interaction of sharing the questionnaire will be online, virtual, or maybe online plus on-site, or hybrid, both. Okay, so hope you are getting my point. So the questionnaire evaluation, sharing the questionnaires and all, will be either online or on-site or hybrid or both. That way it will be evaluated. Now again, that decision will be taken on a different type of a manufacturer. Okay, establishment to establishment or manufacturer to manufacturer, this decision will be taken. The information, this is very important. This last para, please read carefully. This information would solely be intended to substantiate responses to assist in identifying areas of strength and potential areas for growth in terms of quality culture. Information from QMM assessment is not intended to evaluate compliance with CGMP or support regulatory actions. The point is, if you write anything on this questionnaire, or if you feel that this point will be negative with respect to the non-conformance, it is okay. It will not impact on your regulatory actions, or on the basis of that there will be no any regulatory actions taken by the FDA. This is only for the improvement in the establishment, or you can say the self improvement in the establishment. That's it. Okay, so basically it will not be used for compliance evaluation of the establishment or compliance evaluation of the manufacturing side. There will be normal routine, whatever is going on, inspections, then observations, 483 and response, all the process will be continue, right? EIR and all process will be continued. This is just a tool to improve ourselves, and for that FDA is going to support us. That's it. This is a very clear statement given by the FDA. Hope you are getting my point, right? The assessment team, now you know that who will be in the team, right? The assessment teams will evaluate the practices and quality culture within the establishment. The point is, I just want to tell you that the practices are the steps of a quality culture. For example, a specific deviation is there, that will be handled by different ways by different organizations. Simple example I am giving you. If there is a deviation, it will be handled differently by different organizations. And the point is why? Because there is a different quality cultures in the different organizations. For example, assessors will examine how the establishment develops and implement a risk management plan to mitigate potential supply disruptions. Assessors will also evaluate how effectively an establishment leverages information gained from different stages of a product life cycle. So here one point is very clear, that how the companies are following the quality risk management plan. Quality risk management plan focusing on the supply chain risk with respect to supply of the goods. And this is not a new now, because there is a revised quality risk management guideline ICH Q9 R1. Okay, if you want to learn, I have already prepared the webinar and I have recorded the webinar also. You can access through that webinar also. Okay, if you require, I will share the link of that webinar. So the point is, normally what happened, we do the quality risk management for considering the or evaluating the product quality, safety, efficacy, purity, correct? The point is, when we are performing the quality risk management, we have to consider this aspect also. Which aspect? Potential supply disruption, or ensuring the supply chain continuity, right? Supply chain continuity or business continuity. So that way it will be evaluated. That is the one strong point is mentioned here. Example is given. And second thing, how the different stages of product life cycles are considered as a part of experience. How the knowledge is transferred from development to the technology transfer to the manufacturing, and manufacturing from of the first initial batches to the continuous commercial batches. So how the knowledge transfer is there, how the you can say the sharing of the information or knowledge is there, so as to drive the improvement in the quality practices. So that is also the thought with respect to this protocol. So when this protocol will be prepared, this way this type of points will be considered, and based on that point the questionnaires will be prepared, or you can say the checklist will be prepared. Now somebody will ask you, how much time it will take. This is a very big, then if we want to fulfill this all the requirement, it will take so many months, we will require so many different resources. No, it will take hardly 2 to 5 business days to fill this information and share to the FDA. That's it. You are getting my point, what I'm telling you? This is what not given by me. Again, I'm telling you, it is exactly given in the site. I have given the you know I have given the link also to download this white paper in the description box. You can go and you can download this white paper. Okay, so it is there only it is mentioned that 2 to 5 business days will be required. Okay, and already I told you that it will be assessed virtually, on site or hybrid based on the different type of establishments. Okay, at the conclusion of each assessment, participants will receive a report. So when you will send a questionnaire to the assessor, now you know who will be assessor. Assessor will be the team comprised of the FDA staff, contractors, okay, or both. Okay, so they will give you a report, and in that report there will be some highlighted areas the establishment may wish to consider for continuous improvement. So they will highlight some areas so that establishment can evaluate and they can consider for improvement. So basically this is a self improvement for all the companies, and this is the purpose of this QMM tool. Depending on the demographics of a participating establishment, number of programs participants and data available to the agency, the report may also benchmark the participant maturity against similar establishment. Benchmark means, again, now suppose I am having a company, okay, I am a manufacturer of so let us say solid oral dosage manufacturer, and it is evaluated questionnaire basis. It is evaluated. I will respond on the basis of some questionnaire. I will respond. There is another establishment or another company which is also manufacturing the solid oral dosage forms. Then based on the evaluation, they will come to know that which companies are having more advanced pharmaceutical quality systems, and based on that they will suggest or recommend for improvement. So they will highlight some improvement actions, and they will share these improvement strategies based on the benchmarking, so that there are some companies they are following a good practices, you can also follow. But in this case it is very clear, benchmarking data would not disclose the identity of the establishment that participates in the QMM program. So whatever you are giving the information to the FDA, that will be the secret. It will not be shared, it will not be disclosed to anybody else. Very clear. Again, this is specified in the same document given by the FDA. Okay, so the point here is, whatever information you are going to share to the FDA will be confidential, will not be shared with anybody else, and it will be used only for the improvement of the organization. Okay, now you understand this. Now the points, how it will be formed, how it will be move ahead and all. Now how FDA is considering that what type of focus area they need to put in the pharmaceutical quality management or pharma companies, to develop them. So they consider there are 5 practice areas, basically 5 practice areas. What are the 5 practice areas? First, very important, is management commitment to quality. Management commitment to quality is a very, very important, and everybody will agree with that. Okay, not only myself, but everybody will agree that the quality always from the top. Quality always starts from the top. So the point here is how the management commitment is there with respect to the quality, that will be evaluated. So there will be some questions, there will be some information. Based on that, they will come to know about the pharmaceutical or the pharma management commitments to the quality, pharma product quality. For example, let us say example with respect to the job description of management, or the who is responsible for the most responsible person at the site. If the job description is only with respect to the manufacturing and all, and no any job description related to the quality, it indicates that management commitment to the quality is not there. So there are so many aspects will be there. So that way, the management commitments will be evaluated with respect to the quality. Second is a business continuity. Of course, the business continuity plays a very important role so as to avoid the drug shortages. If you go through the site, FDA sites, you will come to know that there are so big list of drug shortages. Third is advanced pharmaceutical quality system. So we are not discussing here the pharmaceutical quality system, but we are going to discuss here the advanced pharmaceutical quality systems. So just like GMP and better than GMP, just CGMP, right? Current good manufacturing practices. Similar way, the pharmaceutical quality systems are the bare minimum quality system that everybody has to follow, but we have to improve in our work areas, work standards. So we need to have an advanced pharmaceutical quality system. Fourth is the technical excellence. At what extent you have the technical excellence, that will be evaluated. Don't worry, these all 5 points again we will be discussing one by one. Okay, so don't worry about this. I am just broadly discussing this thing now. Fifth is employee engagement and empowerment. So how the peoples are engaged, how the employees are engaged, and how they are empowered, that will be also assessed as a part of the assessment questionnaire, or you can say the assessment protocol. Okay, hope you are getting my point. And now we will discuss this all the points one by one. So first is what we discuss, management commitment to the quality. So everybody is aware about the management commitments and all, but what are their expectations behind this? It is specified here. Hope the screen is clear. Elements that may be reviewed under this practice area include, now what are the points? How management prioritizes and establishes quality goals and policies. How effectively these goals are communicated to the staff at all levels in the organization. The point here is, of course, the companies will have the policies and all, but whether that policies are respected, policies are displayed on the wall, how they are respected, it will be evaluated based on some checkpoints. Okay, I don't want to touch upon on this, but there are some checkpoints, where you will come to know that how management prioritizes the activities. For example, if you wish to get some example, I will give some example. Suppose there are 100 number of out of specification results, and out of 100 there are more than 80% OOS or 90% OOS are invalid OOS. They are not investigated properly, and the intention of the investigation is to release the batches. If the intent is to release the batches, it raises the question on the management priorities. So the quality policy is just a displayed copy on the wall, only photo frame and displayed nicely. It is not being followed. That way, it will be evaluated. So there are so many, checkpoints will be there. So when I am performing the audits for mock audit for FDA or EU and other regulatory inspections and all, that way I put my thought process with respect to the compliance and all. So same points will be considered during this evaluation. And the second is how this will be communicated. How this will be communicated to the people. Now this is the requirement of ICH Q10. This is not a new requirement. If you can go through the ICH Q10 guideline, you will come to know the quality policy should be communicated to the staff at all levels in the organization. This is the requirement. But there is no any documentary evidence by most of the organizations. They cannot prove that whether quality policy is shared or discussed all the people or not. When the question is asked, there is no formal document. They only say that we display directly at the door, near the door or near the entrance, so everybody is going through that. But whether they understand or not, nobody will come to know, and that way they are not complying. So this also a very valid point they are evaluating under this point. The assessment may also cover the effectiveness of management review. Now everybody is following the management review, right? Quality management review. So maybe monthly or quarterly, whatever there will be the frequency, the quality aspects will be discussed and all, right? But here the point is at what depth the review is. At what depth this review is, and how the outputs of the review process to initiate the continual improvement, how the output of this quality management how the output of this management review is considered for continuous improvement, that will be evaluated. So normally what happened, the quality head is preparing the presentation, this many deviation, this many OS, this many whatever change controls, complaints and all, that is they present to the management, that's it. This is not a quality management. After this quality management review meeting, after this, what are the improvement plan? That should be discussed here. So continual improvement need to be evaluated as a part of the management commitment to quality. So these are some points they have shared. So I am touching these points. If you need any further more information, I will give you, no problem. Second is business continuity, and already I discussed this that it is a part of the ICH Q9 R1, and already I have taken the training session on this. You can go through the video. If you put a quality risk management in the YouTube, you will get this video, okay? Or you just subscribe me, and under my channel you can find this video easily. So the same point is mentioned here, that you need to perform the quality risk management to ensure the continuous supply and continuous business, okay? And there should not be any problems or redundancy with respect to the availability of the raw materials or packaging materials or anything else. So that way you need to perform the risk assessment. The assessment may also cover the effectiveness of the establishment preventive maintenance program. This is what the one point need to be considered here, considering the business continuity, because if you have all the material in place, but if there is a unplanned maintenance or breakdown maintenance, then also it will impact on the the supply chain, disruptive supply chain. So that is the reason this preventive maintenance program establishment is also the very important, and how effective it is, that will be evaluated. So many companies, again the question is same, that they have the SOP of preventive maintenance, there will be the checklist, and based on the checklist the preventive maintenance is taken, but based on that how effective it is, that is what the point, and that way also it will be evaluated as a part of the business continuity plan. Hope you are getting my point, right? The next is advanced PQS, pharmaceutical quality system. So under that PQS, I already told about the quality risk management, right? And rationale for monitoring their process performance, product quality monitoring systems. I already put some key points here, kappa. So these points will be considered as a part of the advanced PQS. Okay. Information from process performance and product quality monitoring activities. This is very important. The rationale governing how a corrective or preventive action is determined to be effective. Very important. See, this is the basic requirement by many regulatory guidelines about the kappa effectiveness, right? But kappa effectiveness, what is the rationale? What is the rationale that it is effective? For example, suppose I have seen that there was one complaint on some product. So kappa is taken, okay, kappa is implemented, and up to 6 months there is no any market complaint, and then on the basis of that it is evaluated that kappa is effective. This is not a measure of the effectiveness of kappa, because complaint depends on so many factors. You are getting my point? So what is the tool, how you are going to ensure that kappa is effective? What is the rationale? That should be part of the PQS. Don't worry, if you require, I will take a training program on advanced pharmaceutical quality system, okay? Establishments, change management systems, ability to effectively evaluate, approve and implement changes properly. Now you will say, change control we are following since so many years. I am having more than 15 years of experience, 20 years of experience, and from first year of the in the pharmaceutical professional area, I am following the change management and all. Very good. But whether it is evaluated correctly, whether it is evaluated by all the people, for example, whether the SOP revision is evaluated by the regulatory department. SOP revision, change control, is evaluated by the regulatory affairs department. You will say no, SOP there is no relevant to the regulatory agency, correct? But suppose the SOP revision related to the stability study, SOP revision related to the change control, SOP revision related to the deviation. So many SOPs are there where there will be direct or indirect connect with the commitment to the regulatory agencies. So you may not have the sufficient work experience, or you can say the knowledge or the training with respect to the evaluation. So that is the reason whether you need to evaluate these all change controls, SOP related change controls or all change controls through the regulatory agency or not, that is a very important point. So that way the advanced pharmaceutical quality system works. Again I am telling you, this is what I am discussing is a quality system only, and a step ahead is a advanced pharmaceutical quality system. The next is technical excellence. What is the technical excellence? It is, if you go through the first paragraph, you will come to know that it is nothing but compliance with respect to the data integrity requirement. Data is attributable, legible, contemporaneous, original, accurate, complete, consistent, enduring and available in the format, whatever, paper based, electronic system, whatever format. So the point is how effectively the establishment manages the information to comply the data integrity requirement. That is a part of the technical excellence. You are getting my point? The assessment may also review how effective an establishment is at synthesizing information from different sources. So how different sources are used to to have the better assessment. That is a part of this technical excellence. I think I don't know I am slow or not, but please be with me because I will complete this topic, then only we will close this session, and this is a live session. Okay, employee engagement and empowerment. So this will be also the part of this. How willingly employees are to making the suggestions, or only the boss is giving the decisions and everybody is following, and what type of suggestions that can improve the business or manufacturing operations, or whether the leadership creates an environment that encourages employees to share their thoughts and ideas. That way also there will be some questions with respect to the employee engagement and empowerment. Again, this is a very crucial requirement with respect to the developing the quality culture. Engaged employees will seek and have access to opportunities to grow their expertise and have a clear career path to grow within the organization. Of course, this is the thing. So the point here is how effectively the employee engagement and empowerment program will be followed or implemented across the site. That is very, very important. Now, there are some possible misconceptions about this QMM program. The first misconception is QMM assessments are not used to evaluate compliance with CGMP. Very clear. So somebody will say that if we give this QMM, we follow the QMM program, we fill the questionnaire and all, then there will not be CGMP compliance evaluation, or there will not be inspection. No, it is what clearly mentioned by FDA. No, QMM assessments are not used to evaluate compliance with CGMP. For CGMP compliance evaluation, FDA inspections will be audited or inspections will be performed. Very clear, and it is all given here. QMM assessments focus on evaluating the behavior, practices, and quality culture within the establishments. Higher level of QMM indicates higher process capability and performance and reduced risk of quality failures that can contribute to the drug shortages. That is the reason the focus of QMM program is this, not to ensure the CGMP compliance. This is a clarity given by FDA. Hope this is clear to all of you. If you need to go again, you can go through the same recording, no problem, but this is important and I suggest that please inform your management to go through this, please. Then other misconceptions are QMM assesses manufacturing establishments. QMM does not evaluate the product quality. So based on this assessment, product quality will not be determined. This assessment is only for improvement of the organization. This assessment does not evaluate the product quality. Maturity is dependent of establishment size or age and the type or number of products produced or manufactured. So this will be depend on different type of establishments and all. So that is the reason I told that it will not be the same questions, same form. So it will be same for API, drug product and all. No. For API it will be separate, drug product manufacturers will be separate. For different specific type of products like a sterile or the onco product or a highly potent products will be the different. So it will be different from different establishments. These are the some misconceptions, and the next misconceptions I would like to share you is, if we are doing this, then already we have the quality metrics. There is a guideline for quality metrics, right? And many companies are following this quality metrics. So how it is different from quality metrics? How it is different from the quality metrics? So the very important thing is FDA is telling that the quality metrics is a quantitative data. So in quality metrics, you give the quantitative data. That means what? Batch failure rate or batch rejection rate, then complaint rate, invalid OS rate. So this is a quantitative data in the quality metrics. But while in the QMM program, it will be qualitative. Okay. So this is what the difference here. And the focus of this is only for the improvement, continuous improvement. That is only the purpose. Hope I am not so fast because time is going on. So that is the reason. But I'm still on the way, right? People will say then it will be the pressure then additional. So QMM is not an additional burden or requirement. It is in fact integral to an establishment quality systems. So see, if you ask me about 5 years back, 5 or 10 years back, there was no procedure for management review. But now all the companies, they have the procedure for management review. Only it has to be make more structured way, So basically when we are discussing about this QMM program, so it is not an additional burden on the requirement. It is in fact, the very helpful for the organizations to establish the quality system. Most establishments already have processes and practices. This is what I mentioned here. So I am not reading this. You can go through the things. Okay. Investing in a culture of a quality should not require the creation of a new department. See, please read, understand. Somebody will, say that, oh, by following this, then there will be cost will increase in the organization. No, my dear friends, it is given by the FDA, and this is not my words. So investing in a quality culture will not require the creation of a new department. A quality culture should be integral to the quality systems. Moreover, the benefit of improving the quality system is long-term benefit for the company. So if you put the cost or put the investment now into improve the quality systems or develop the quality culture in your organization, then it will be a very long term benefit to the organizations. This is what the information given by the FDA. Okay, and that is the reason even so many companies are conducting the in-house training session on uh, uh, developing the quality culture or right quality culture. This is what the today's need. Basically today's need is this. So the quality culture not only depend on the management, but with respect to the employee engagement, employee empowerment, how the employees are getting benefited. Earlier, if you ask me about 15 to 20 years back, the main need of the employee was the money or the the salary. But now the expectations of the employees are getting changed from decades to decades. So how they can engage the people and use them or take the help of them for upgrading the good quality, that is what the backbone of developing the good quality culture in the organization. So basically the conclusion of this topic, this program seeks to promote a strong culture of quality, recognizes establishment with robust quality management practices. So they, on the basis of that, they will recognize that which companies having the robust quality systems and all, provide support and recommendations for areas where quality management practices can be enhanced. So they will propose some recommendations to improve the quality management systems and practices. Through this program, industry participants and QMM assessors can work together to drive proactive continual improvement in the pharmaceutical industry. Very clear. So this is the win-win situation for the FDA as well as the manufacturing units or establishment to work together to improve the pharmaceutical business and ensure the consistency or the business continuity in the pharmaceutical product and avoid the drug shortages in the market. Hope this is clear to all of you, right? Thank you so much. Thank you so much, and ensure all-time compliance. Thank you. So these are my contact details, and you can contact me through these numbers. Okay, and now if you have any questions, I will just read it. I think there is only one question, I think, at this moment. After this training also, if you have any questions, no problem, you can put in the comment section. I will reply to you. QMM is only introduced to uninterrupted supply with manufacturer's assurity, correct? See, the intention is to have an uninterrupted supply, you are right, but this is not the only purpose. The purpose is how you can avoid the uninterrupted supply. See, the manufacturer's business is to supply the product. That is the business, right? And the recipient, maybe FDA and the other regulatory agency, why they are, what if they are ensuring? They are ensuring the right quality product in the market, right? So the point here is, of course, supply is important, but what are the points which can impact on the supply? These are the points. So if you improve this, so due to the quality of the product or due to quality of the product or due to some substandard products or inappropriate pharmaceutical quality system, so no kappa is effective. So due to that, repeat failures will be there, or suppose there will be unplanned or the you can say the machine breakdowns or unplanned breakdowns in the equipment, which are leading to the disruption of the supply. So if you act on these, so the supply chain will be ensured. At the same time, the enhanced pharmaceutical quality system (PQS) will improve the overall quality requirements of the pharmaceuticals or the establishment. So this is the benefit of this. So it is a win-win situation. It is not only the benefit to the specific aspect with respect to the uninterrupted supply, but it is with respect to the improvement in the overall quality systems also. Hope the answer is clear. HK, I responded your question, right? So I think there is no any question. I will just wait for some time, maybe 10 seconds or 15 seconds, and then we can disconnect this session. So again, if you have any questions, Please feel free to put your questions in the comment section. I will happy to respond your answer to your questions. Thank you so much, and ensure all time compliance. Thank you so much.